word that we use for areas, slums, uneducated people, poor neighborhood. A lot of crime.
Okay, here we got some sentences with the words of yesterday and the other day. Mind, minder, mind, manner, all that kind of stuff in one thought. The mine's owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. A number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful, reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner. And when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away. The mine's owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, very concerned manner. And when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away. Okay, sir.
The man's owner accompanied by his manager meet with a group of miners to discuss safety issues as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners. Recently, he reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away.
Drove away. Into his minivan and drove away. Accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners. M-E-T, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues. Safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful, think about it, of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, And when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away. Okay.
The mine's owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away.
Drove away. Very good. The mine's owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away. Okay.
The mine owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there have been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away.
Very good. Good job. Accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. Okay.
The mine's owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there have been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. Reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away.
Very good. Safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner. And when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away. Okay?
The mine's owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in their mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away. And when he finished, in a concerned manner, he reminded miners recently by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues,
as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. Okay.
The mine's owner, accompanied by its manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners. Recently, he reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away.
Very good, very good. Good job. Concerned manner, and when he got into his minivan, V-A-N, van, he drove away. Minivan and drove away. Okay.
Warner, accompanied by his management with a group of members, he safety issues as
A number of minor injuries recently. Reminded
them to be mindful of the safety while working in the mine. He stayed in a
concerned manner.
And when he finished, he got into his
Minivan
and
drove away. Just drove away. Got into his minivan and drove away. Okay.
The vice president, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there has been a number of minor injuries to mines recently, to remind them to be mindful of its safety while working in the mine. He spoke in the conscious manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away.
Right. When he finished, he got into his mini van. Mini van. Van. V. Mini van and drove away. Minivan and drove away. Minor injuries to miners recently. Okay.
The mine's owner, accompanied by his manager, met with a group of miners to discuss safety issues, as there had been a number of minor injuries to miners recently. He reminded them to be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner, and when he finished, he got into his minivan and drove away.
Drove away. Very good. Okay. The mine's owner, the person who owned the mine. He owns the condominium, he owns the car, and in this case, he owns the mine. The man who bought and paid for the mine, the owner. Accompanied. When he came into the meeting, he had his manager, who was running the daily operations of the mine, with him. He was accompanied by his mine manager. And they met. They had a meeting. They met with a group of miners, people who work in the mine, to talk about safety. issues. Apparently, there has been some problems coming up with miners getting hurt, etc., and the owner thought, well, we've got to do something. We've got to talk about this to make sure everybody's on board as to what is going on with safety. To discuss safety issues, as there had been a number, maybe 6, maybe 10, maybe 12, just a number, not specific. He didn't say there had been 16 injuries. He said there had been a number of injuries. That's more than one. It could be 5, it could be 10, it could be 15, a number of injuries, minor injuries. Maybe fell down, bruised his arm severely, maybe broke a finger, sprained an ankle. Minor, not to the point where they had to be taken off in an ambulance to the hospital, but they had to be taken care of for minor injuries, M-I-N-O-R, injuries. Small injuries in a way. Not major injuries where the guy maybe broke his back and broke both legs. You know, major, whoa, broken back, 2 broken legs, that's major. Minor, well, he cut his finger, he's got a minor injury. Small injury. A number of minor injuries, could be 10, 12, 15, whatever. Small injuries, but enough to concern the owner of the mine and the manager that something should be done to stop this. And it happened recently, over the last, let's say, 3 or 4 weeks, or the last month. In the last month, people have been receiving minor injuries, so we got to do something. So, recently, he talked to them again and told them again what to do about safety, to be mindful of their safety. When you're going down into the mine, think about safety. Be mindful of safety. Just don't forget about it like you don't know anything. That's why you trip, fall, and hurt your arm. Be mindful of their safety while working in the mine. He spoke in a concerned manner. A concerned manner. In other words, he came up to the group and spoke about safety and tried to stress how important safety was. He didn't walk in and say, you know, you got to start looking out for yourselves, there's a lot of problems, oh, I'll see you later, I got to go. No, he stayed and he spoke. Concerned, worried about the safety of the miners and wanted to make sure that they understood that this was an important thing, that they had to watch out for their safety in a concerned manner. The way he spoke, the manner in which he spoke was very concerned. He cares for the manager, for the workers. And when he finished, talk's over, done, finished, he got into his minivan, which was parked next to the office, and drove away. Drove away. Okay, are there any questions about these words?
Sure, I don't understand. Concern.
Right. In a concerned manner. First of all, the manner is the way in which you are speaking. If I came out and spoke in a very joking way, ha ha ha, making fun, laughing, ha ha ha, he spoke in a rather joking manner, like it was a comedy or something, laughing, ah ha ha. Well, you don't speak about safety, ha ha ha, laugh, laugh, laugh. Oh, you broke your arm? Ha ha, you better be more careful, ha ha ha. No. He came out and spoke in a concerned manner. Very concerned. I'm worried about the safety of everybody. So instead of just laughing about safety and talking about it for 2 minutes, no. He spoke about safety for 30 minutes. He went over each thing that they had to be careful about. Going down the shaft, working in the, make sure you wear your helmet. Everything has to be taken care of. He spoke in a very concerned way. He was concerned and worried about the safety of the miners. Therefore, he made a definite, serious presentation. Not just a joke and walked out. No, he stood, spoke in a concerned, I am concerned about you. I'm worried about you. I care about you. I am concerned about you, that you take care of yourselves in the mine. Concerned. He is definitely interested in the safety of the miners. Very concerned man. And when he finished, he got into his van and drove away. Any other questions about the words? Pronunciation of the words. Met miners to discuss safety issues. Recently. Miners recently. And he reminded to be mindful. Miners mind, mindful. A lot of minds in there. Concerned manner. And when he finished and when his speech was completed, he got into his van and minivan and drove away. Any questions about? Yes.
Could he remarked them to be careful, and he remarked them to be watch out.
Right, reminded them to be what?
He reminded them to be careful.
To be careful.
And he reminded them to be watch out.
He reminded them to be careful when they were going into the mine. And he also said that they should be mindful of the situation. In other words, when they go into the mine, they should watch out for dangerous situations. So that when they're in the mine, he's telling them, like you say, watch out. Be careful. Dangerous situations could be there. There could be some of the rocks falling down or something leaking or something like that. So watch out when you're in the mine for dangerous situations. Yeah, watch out. Watch out! Don't hit your head. You know, make sure you duck when you get into the Song Tao. Just don't go, oh, whoa, no. You've got to get down a little and watch out for yourself so you don't get hurt. Any other questions about this? Be mindful about pronunciation. Re, and van, re. Be mindful about pronunciation. Be concerned about pronunciation. Concerned. Be concerned about pronunciation. Any questions? Other questions about this? Accompanied, reminded, recently, minor injuries, safety issues, concerned manner. You got it? You get it? You got it? Good. Get it? Got it? Good.
Get it.
When I say get it, you say got it, and I say good. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay.
Okay, are you okay? Just the meaning, the same. Are you okay?
What does that mean? What-
You got it. You get it.
Get it?
Are you okay?
No, not so much are you okay? Do you get it? It means basically, do you understand it? And then your answer, got it, means yes, I do understand it. And I say, good. Get it? Got it. Good.
Do you understand?
Get it? Got it. Good.
คือไหมล่ะ
คือว่าเด็กนี่ไปหาหมอ
คือเข้าใจ
ไปเอ็กซเรย์สมอง
แล้วเขาว่า
ไม่รู้มีอะไรมีสาร
จะบอกว่านะมีผล
Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, we've got a few minutes left, so I'll start the words, the B sounding words. B, B, B. And see how we do with the pronunciation. Be concerned about pronunciation.
Yes, good.
Victory Vantage. Yes, later.
Over the time I've been teaching in Bangkok, one of the biggest problems in pronunciation is B. Also, R, L. And the joke would be there are 23 other letters too, but I won't write them all on the board. No, B, R, and L. These are, just the way pronunciation is in Thai and in English. The one problem the problems that come up are usually the V, the R, and the L. And so what I'd like to do here is just go over pronunciation on the V sound today. Later, another time, we'll do R and L as well. Victory.
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 Victory. Victory. Vanish. Vanish.
This is in a